Hi, it's Tom. Welcome to week 5 of Writing Contemporary Fiction. As you know, this week we're going to start workshopping. And I just want to talk about workshopping in this video for a minute. I think you all have a pretty good sense of what we'll be doing, but just to tell you briefly, we'll all be meeting online and we'll all have read the work of our peers in advance. And the idea is we'll take turns going around and round robin, talking about what we think is working, what we think could be improved. And I'll try to sum that up then. And then the author, will get a chance to respond, ask some questions, and then we'll do that again for the next author. And that's basically how the workshop works. I emailed out some ground rules about, courtesy and respect. I won't go through those again. I don't really ever have problems with it, but obviously we're there to talk about the work, and that's what's most important. There's two basic reasons that we workshop. There are other approaches to teaching creative writing, and I've tried some of them sometimes, but I come back to workshopping because I think it's pretty effective. So why do we use the workshop method? The first reason I'm sure you'll know about, and that is so you can talk to your peer about their story, and they can improve that particular story. So they get a better sense of what's working and what's not working about that story on that day. And that's great. But the other reason is for us. And I really believe it or not, that the primary benefit of workshop isn't for the person whose work is being workshopped, but for the person who's doing the workshopping. Why do I say that? Well, basically this is why I say it. Because nothing helps us to understand fiction better than to have to think about how it's operating in someone else's story, and to have to tell them how they think they can improve it, how we think we could have been more moved, or moved in different ways, or had a richer experience. And having to articulate that is a really useful reflective experience, and it'll help us write better fiction. So I actually think the main benefit for a workshop in the long term is for those providing the critique, rather than the actual person being workshopped. But I think the other thing that's great about workshops is that they're kind of fun, and I usually go away having learned something regardless of how I'm participating in the workshop, whether it's my work being talked about or students' work. Even if I sit in to give technical advice, as I have once or twice on other people's workshops, I still learn something. So I think it's a wonderful format, and I'm really looking forward to this week. I'll see you online.